even though I was on YouTube before, I didn't think I really took it seriously till last year.
Right.
Oh, I was like, okay, you know, let's focus on this now because everything's completely shut down, and the
Yeah,
way
you have nothing but time.
you got nothing but time. All right, folks, it's Richie Rich, and hope everyone is enjoying the festive season, the holiday season. You know, the last pretty much big holiday before the end of the year. Yes. In this video, it's gonna be another collaboration, and in this one, a returning guest is basically family now. You know, we've done so much awesome kick-ass collaborations. It can only be the one and only GQ Jamal, you know. And seeing as it is this time of year, you know, we're gonna be talking about our best and yeah, like our favorite like Christmas moments, you know, from TVs, movies. We even talk a bit about like our gaming, like how that feeling of getting like a new video game or new console in this during this time of year, so we talk a bit about like our nostalgia and our childhood, growing up like in the 90s, and yeah, I've said it before and I'll say it again, definitely go over to GQ Jamal's channel, smash that subscribe button, you can also click that notification bell. He's doing movie reviews, he does these like reactions, and he's been doing these skits, which I really love. If you do love the content, be sure, just like with GQ's, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Really looking forward to we mentioned as well like what our plans are for 2022, but I spoke a lot already. That being said, let's get this video on the way. Let's hit it. Oh, Merry Christmas to everyone. It's Richie Rich, Ricky Ricardo, RichManZ, soon to be the richest man.
Yes, sir. Talk your stuff.
That's it, man. Like I said, what's a new slogan I can put for next year? New slogan. GQ, could you help me with one?
Let's see. Next slogan. RichManZ, Ricky Ricardo.
I almost got that word.
Rich homie Quan.
Ricky Quan, Ricardo. Or for my essays in Mexico, Ricardo Rodriguez. Yeah. Ondele.
Or like, you could be Martin's nemesis, Pretty Ricky, what they call him.
Ricky. And what was so cool? Every time when he would look into the camera,
like Pretty Ricky, what they call him.
He was
Ricky Fontaine.
Miguel Artis Jr. He killed it. In that episode, Juana back.
My man, Juana man.
Oh man, classic. But yes, guys, it's Richie Rich back yet again. I'm joined by another YouTuber you've seen many times on my channel. He's doing these kick-ass reviews. He's doing these reactions, most lovely. What I'm loving now is these skits from these like iconic like episodes and segments from the 90s. Without much further ado, it's GQ Jamal, man. Let's give a round of applause.
Thank you, Rich.
Merry Christmas, man.
Yeah, man. Happy holidays, bro. Hope everyone's enjoying their weekend, their holidays. Hope everyone's having a safe one.
Mm-hmm.
Spending time with your loved ones.
Yeah.
Close ones. Hope everyone's staying safe.
Yeah. Good health. Everyone's like, hopefully, good health, and yeah, man, we're slowly approaching the end of the 2021, it's funny,
the season finale of
season
2021. the season finale of 2021.
The finale of 2021. You know what I mean? I will because as I said, like we spoke about this on the other video, like the really cool video GQ, my man GQ made was like you know, the plans he has for 2022. You know what I mean?
Sir,
He
thank
touched a
you.
bit about, you know, he touched a bit about like you know, 2021, you know, but I'll ask you like one more again, like how has 2021, you know, been for you? You know, like,
20,
yeah,
2021. It's been a great year, to be honest. I
right,
was focusing on just releasing content because 2020 was, was a sad year because of the
very,
pandemic,
yeah,
and just had to find something to do. So for
exactly.
me, I just thought about, because I love, watching these review. I love watching these TV shows and movies
Mhm.
growing up. I just thought about, hey, let me just start making videos of the things that I love, like
Yeah,
growing up. So just start making these reviews. 2020 was just the beginning. The 2021, I was just more motivated to
yeah,
make these content. It started off with reviews.
yeah,
Then I started doing the reaction videos, doing like random videos, and
yeah,
now I'm doing the skits.
yeah,
So 2021 has actually been a good year for my
so,
channel.
so
And
yeah, yeah. I
more
love.
is come, yeah,
Yes,
more
no,
is
I
coming next year.
for sure. Big things, you know, big things are coming up, you know. But
Right,
I love how you put that because like you know, 2020 is similar position, you know, like I lost my job at that time, you know, and again, it's like you for finding difficult, you like what's gonna be next because everything was shut down, you know.
right.
So like yeah, no, I sound like very good, like some like just doing like videos or just creating content in
Yeah,
general, you know. So like it was similar, like it just like even though I was on YouTube before, I didn't think I really took it seriously till last year.
right, right.
Or I was like, okay, you know,
Okay.
let's focus on this now because everything's completely shut down and the
Yeah,
way the
you have
thing
nothing but time.
you got nothing but time. Let's just try to make the best quality content and even as well trying to make the best version of yourself,
Right.
you
Yes,
know?
sir.
Yeah,
And Google was like my number one resource to just
exactly.
searching things.
Yeah,
I never knew I had like a hidden talent, but
exactly.
Google was just that number one resource. I just like I found out how to like make a clone video.
Right. I saw that
Yeah.
one when you opened the door. I was like, oh my
Yes,
God, snap.
man, I be looking back at my videos, bro,
Yeah,
and I just I'm like, how do I pull this off, man?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
just
It's a credit to like how you can be when you have so much as you said, like you have time to like develop and basically like level
right.
up, you know. You
Yeah,
find so many of these different ways you know, of how to make like this content that you thought like, man, I didn't even know I could like edit this good. I didn't know I was
right.
cool like timing the skits, you know, as you do in
Yeah.
your videos, you know. So you'd be surprised of what you can accomplish when you
Oh
really
yeah.
just, you know, go dive in and focus, you know.
Yeah, definitely agree, man.
That's me, you know. So yeah, man, honestly, that was great. So, you know, with that, with like our we've heard a bit about like what of our years, you know, like how 2021's been for both of us, me and GQ. And now, you know, we're in the holiday season, it's Christmas. Me and GQ behind the scenes, you know, so this is when I'm
Holiday
yeah, holiday
season.
season. We decided to do you know, give our takes on like the, you know, our favorite Christmas movies. You know, Christmas movies and even just like we may talk a bit about like, you know, pop culture, you know,
Like
moments where it could be movies. Yeah.
Christmas specials, Christmas
Christmas specials,
shows.
exactly. You know,
Yeah,
and tied in, and
yeah.
but, you know, by the end we'll try to give our like ranking as we did on the last one that was on GQ's channel. Definitely check it out. We talked about sports. We talked about like the dancing
Yes, sir.
competitions, you know. So
Yes, sir.
I'll definitely link that, you know, so you can go check for that, you know. But to start it off, you know, we talked a bit about 2021. like how has like Christmas been for you? Like what would be the ideal Christmas for you, GQ?
Uh, the
Mm.
idea of Christmas, I'm going to keep it all the way real.
Shit.
I really don't celebrate Christmas like that.
Right.
Like half my family doesn't really like celebrate Christmas like that. I
Yeah.
feel like Christmas is just like a holiday for kids,
Right.
to be honest.
Yeah, it's similar to like
And
Halloween now. You know, when you're an
yeah,
adult, it's like only the kids do trick or treating, and like the kids believe in Santa Claus, as we
yeah.
once did.
And to me, I don't think Christmas should be like like it shouldn't be materialistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just like you shouldn't just have a day to just like it should be like every day we should like love one another, not just pick one day to just
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
you know what
Yeah.
I
No,
mean.
I totally agree. Like, similar to you, like I've had this weekend off. Like
Yeah.
I've been able to just so I spend most of the time just going through my phone and contacting like
Hmm.
friends and families. So
Yeah.
it's as you said, it's like it's only you can use this time to do it because most of the time you always spend in like either be at work or another
Right.
priority.
Right.
So but it should be, as you said, we shouldn't just wait for this time in Christmas. It should be like
Yeah.
a whole thing because you never know what happens, man. Like I
Right.
said,
Right.
very we're always on borrowed time. You understand?
Yeah.
You know?
By all means, I'm do what you want, do what you want. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, um, just try. I get everyone has like they're busy. Everyone has their own life and they're busy with everything.
Yeah.
Um, just just find a time, but just find a time to reach out to your loved ones, close ones.
Hmm.
Like, hey, I'm thinking about you and hope everything is good, all is
Yeah.
well. I know I'm kind of guilty about that,
Yeah. I mean,
but I'm trying hard. I'm trying hard to
yeah,
be a
yeah,
better person, a better friend. So
yeah.
yeah, so that's my view of the
Yeah,
holiday.
no. I definitely just even add on that. I think it does get sometimes difficult. It's like a balance,
Yeah,
because sometimes you want to spend time like, reaching out, to loved ones, but then you got your own like stuff you gotta put out, and
right.
work on because not too many people some people have like a team to like do their stuff and but most of the time
Yeah,
we're on the grind, so
yeah.
it can be difficult. It's just getting balanced. But like one thing, especially when I was a kid, like Christmas, especially for me, it was like, yeah, that togetherness, bonding, and it was always like the movies, like the
Oh yeah.
earliest Christmas movie I can remember, GQ, it was 995's Pixar was the first movie. It was Toy Story.
Toy Story. Yes.
Yes. Oh
Toy
my god.
Story.
Anytime I think of
It's
Christmas,
it's a
bro,
classic.
it's a classic. When I think of Christmas, Toy Story is the first thing that comes into my mind. You know?
Man, I
Yeah.
remember one Christmas when I was young. I think the last Christmas I really celebrated, I was like 11 or 12.
Right.
I remember, I remember one of my presents, I got a VCR.
Okay.
This was at a time where DVD players was like popping.
Perfect.
Like,
Right.
yeah,
You got it
pop-
then.
yeah, yeah,
That's when it was out
DVD
on
players.
his way out, and
Yeah, yeah, VCRs was on this way out. And here
yeah.
comes the DVDs,
Right.
DVDs,
DVD
CDs.
CDs, man. I got that new TV.
Got the D back, baby. Shout out D. Ray
Hey
Davis.
Davis, man. We a legend.
No, seriously, but I got that VCR, a VCR, and I remember getting this is like 2002, so I got the VCR and I got the like mic
Like Mike.
VHS
Yes,
player.
we spoke about that. Bow wow.
Yeah,
Bow wow wow.
yeah,
Yippee yo, yippee yay.
where my dogs at?
Where my dogs
Oh
at?
man, yes. Yeah, like Mike. I think this is when it first came out on DVD and
Right.
VHS. So I got that as a Christmas present. Then I remember getting Blue Streak for
Right.
VHS. Yeah,
In Lawrence. I know.
yeah,
What's his
those were the
name?
two VHS tapes. I had so many VHS tapes before, but I don't know what happened to my VHS tape. I mean
Yeah,
VHS like VCR, but I got another one for Christmas. That's like the last Christmas I really remember.
remember that. Right.
And yeah,
This has got to be like early 2000, like late 90s, early
yeah,
2000. Yeah, because Blue Street
yeah.
came 2000. Yeah, yeah.
99. Yeah,
99. I'm
yeah,
sorry, my
yeah.
mistake.
No, you're
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
this is like Christmas 2002. I
2002.
remember I remember it. I remember because a few months later I got the PS2.
All right. I
Yeah.
bet same time, same time. That was
So
PS2.
I still had my 64 at the
Bro,
time.
I can't stress, like, especially, man, for me, PS2 was such a step up. You know,
Bro.
I had PS1,
Yes.
I had N64, which I would go to my
Yeah,
friend's house to play. But when PS2 came out, I was like hooked. Hooked.
bro.
I'm
PS2 had to be like the number one console of all
Yeah, at
time.
that time, you know, it was they knew what they had. That's why they upped
Yeah.
prices. I remember getting like the controllers, even though we're going
Yeah.
off like Christmas, we gotta end it, you know.
Right, right.
Getting PS2, getting the accessories. I'm talking about like the
Memory
memory
card,
card.
which was like $20, $30.
Pretty. In UK, it was £30. That would be
Yeah,
equivalent to $40, man. I was
yeah.
like, I had that. So we were struggling to get just one memory card.
Yeah,
$8.
you had to get the controllers. You had to get
Controllers,
the memory
the
card.
memory
The game
card.
itself was
Yeah,
like damn near $50.
$50, man. Like
Yeah,
these
depending what game it was.
yeah, I swear, like as the early games that came out, I had like because this was a time when they were still doing like demos, you know, so they'd have
Yeah,
they'd have a
yeah.
demo disc and they would have all the the next releases of the game. So we would have that demo and we would just like bang it out.
So, so
Yeah.
do you remember the game books that came with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the game books in the magazine.
In the little face. So they had like a little
Yeah,
yeah, and you
yeah,
could follow it. I'm telling you. So these are don't know how lucky they are with the game.
right.
What we had to go through, man. Another thing, GQ, it was like we had like a game we used to play. There was a lot of like multiplayer games like what was it, Gran Turismo, Burnout, um
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto, of course, GTA San Andreas. So I had to get a multi tap. If you want to know what multi tap is, you have to get an additional port to plug in more controllers.
Yeah.
That cost
Hey, do you
another
remember
$40.
Ready to Rumble
Yeah,
boxing?
I remember that. Another one is on Def Jam Vendetta
Vendetta?
for New York. Yes, yes. I had all of them, man. So but this is where it ties into Christmas is like, especially
Yeah.
me,
The
uh,
enjoyment.
a lot of the time, especially when PS2 came out, especially with Christmas, it was all getting like the next accessories or the next games.
Yeah.
So that was, as you said, that was a lot of enjoyment of like, oh, what are we gonna add to the PS2? Like a new microphone or yeah, Wi-Fi and that. It was insane, you know what I mean? But like definitely, like we're going back to like Toy Story. Well, GQ, what did you think of like the like with the animation movies like Toy Story, like coming out in Christmas? What did you think of those type of movies? Because Toy Story is very different to the ones that came out before. Like
Yeah.
the Disney movies, they were always
Toy
like,
Story was just amazing. The animation, storyline.
mhm,
I love those Pixar movies,
right,
like the Buzz Life,
yeah.
the I don't remember Buzz Life like that, but Monsters Inc.
I love Monsters
Um,
Inc.
oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh
Monsters
man,
Inc.
that's my movie, man.
There's
uh,
a meme of what was that green monster? Mike. Is it
oh,
Mike?
Mike, yeah, Mike
He's
was.
like singing in the microphone. Insert a song. I
Um,
insert 50 Cent Mini Man.
yeah.
Like Mini Man, where's that the party?
Mini man.
But yeah,
What's the thing with yeah, like those ones, Bugs Life, what's this?
Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo, it's a one again, always around Christmas, especially even when I was
Yeah,
back, they would always put this on the network TV, you
they
know.
used to yeah, they dominated the holiday weekends.
Exactly, and Incredibles that came out later.
Oh,
Oh,
incredible. Oh, I
I,
love the
I
first
think
one.
honestly, from watching them, because Toy Story is definitely top. Like I really love Incredibles. It's probably the one
Oh
I
yeah,
watch most back.
yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson as Frozo, like
Yes, sir.
he was amazing, man. Uh, and, but yes, man. So like with the Pixar animation movies, like what were your like main go to, especially like growing up, on the mean streets of Iowa? Like what were the what were your what were what was it
Oh
my
man.
what were your like like the main like Christmas movies that you like grew up with,
The Christmas movies I grew up.
yeah, that
The go-to Christmas movie was Home Alone. Home Alone 2.
Home
Home
Alone,
Alone 2 was
yeah,
that movie. Many people love the Christmas story.
yes.
I never got into the Christmas story like that. They used to play the Christmas story 24 hours every Christmas, Christmas Eve,
Yeah,
on to Christmas Day. They will play the Christmas story.
just on like
I never
reruns.
got into that movie.
Yeah,
My Christmas movie was Home Alone 2.
yeah. I know what you're saying. I didn't watch like Christmas Story, but they used to always show It's a Wonderful Life. This is since
Mm-hmm.
way back, like it's in black and
Yeah,
white, you know. And they used to show like another one which is called Screw even the Grinch. It was the
yep,
Grinch to show that, and the Scrooge. It's this movie with Bill Murray, which I've watched a couple of times. But
the
like you,
Grinch.
like you,
Yeah,
which came out in 1990, Macaulay Culkin. I don't think at the
Macaulay.
time he didn't know that this film would be such
A
much of a
hit, a
classic.
phenomenon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So man, but what are
there
your
was a home. I'm
yeah?
sorry to
Go
cut
for
you
it.
off.
Go for it, TP.
Yo,
Yeah,
yeah, Rich.
yeah,
So Home Alone was a movie. It
mm,
had a video game. It had a video game for like
yeah.
Sega and Super Nintendo.
Sega Super NES,
That's
yeah.
how huge Home Alone was.
It was it,
They milk
it
Home
well
Alone to
to
the
the
bone.
max. You know what I mean? It's just, I and you know what I didn't even know after doing some I checked.
Yeah.
Like Home Alone 2 came straight after the first one. Like
Yo,
the
like
next
2 years later, yeah,
yeah,
or like a
yeah,
year later, yeah,
yeah. So they knew they had gold, with the first one, so like definitely. But what did you think of Macaulay Culkin as? Because to be honest, bro, we talked a bit about this like kid actors,
yeah,
the transition, like
man,
a film like that. I had never seen anything like Home Alone. It's so completely
right,
original. But what did you think of like his star Macaulay Culkin as him being the star of the first two Home Alone films?
man. Macaulay Culkin was that it um child actor in the early '90s.
Yeah.
Um, another classic movie, Uncle Buck. He
Yes.
was in it. Uncle
But
Buck is
yeah,
so hilarious.
yeah. I don't know as
One of
well.
the few,
Have you ever seen Richie Rich? Not this one, but like
bro, I was gonna get into that after. Yeah,
listen,
um, Uncle Buck was like the only few movies I loved in the '80s.
right.
But Richie Rich was that movie though. Hey,
Yes.
Richie Rich was that movie.
I love
Underrated. I
I
love Richie
love
Rich.
that film. You know what I mean? I'm not just like putting my name, but like I
Hey, Richie
really
Rich was one of those movies like that. I know Macaulay Culkin was in this Blank Check,
Legit.
First Kid. Those
Yeah.
three movies they play like on ABC Family.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can really watch them as like a collection, like of
Yeah,
what you call like a canon, like of Macaulay Culkin's like films, like
yeah.
Richie Rich,
Donna
definitely.
Taylor Thomas.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh man.
No, but those music films. But with thing, Macaulay Culkin, yeah, as you said, I think he was very he was that was probably his first like big thing because
Main
I
like big
mainstream.
role.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
before that it was Uncle Buck.
Uncle
Then
Buck.
I know he was in My Girl.
Yes, you also appeared in that, but this was the one that took
This
him.
was took him to the
Yeah,
map.
this is like even to this day an international phenomenon.
Yeah.
That film, and what about like the villains in Home Alone? Joe
Bro,
Pesci. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I love Joe Pesci and I forgot the other dude's name, but Harry and Marv. Yo,
Yes, man.
Marv had no chill,
Yeah,
bro.
oh,
In
yeah.
number two, he was stealing these kids' mittens and hats and scarves, and he was like
Scars.
hitting on that one
Yeah,
lady.
the blonde hair, the blonde one.
Yes.
He's such a
He's like,
eyes.
well, hello there.
Yeah, hello there. He's well, hello. He moves his eyebrows. Well, hello there.
Yo, Marv was my dude, bro. Marv had
uh,
no chill.
and oh,
And Harry was the mastermind.
yeah,
He's
you
like,
know,
cross my heart, hope to
and
die.
hope to die. Oh my gosh. I always remember
Oh
even
man, Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci. Do you remember even before the so Macaulay Culkin's the family, when they're about to before they're gonna leave, for the
Mhm.
vacation at Christmas. I forget that he was the police officer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
He
had this
hated that kid from the beginning.
kid
Yo.
like Merry Christmas and he sees gold too. It's like that. Oh my gosh. But like one of the big like selling points with Home Alone is the traps.
Yes.
All the traps that it's Kevin, right? Macaulay Culkin, Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin's like the traps. Kevin. When the mother discovers that like, they're not on the plane, it's just like, Kevin. What did you think about all the elaborate traps? Because it's
And
funny.
at the
I do
first
understand
one,
it's a Christmas movie,
yeah.
and so you have to kind of suspend your belief. Like, could this actually happen and that? But like, what were your thoughts of like the
My
traps?
thought, man.
Yeah,
First one, I know the. I mean, man, Harry and Marv, man. I should have known that in the second movie, this
yeah,
kid is gonna come with these traps.
traps
Like you did
again.
not learn from the
Learn from
first
the
one.
first one.
Like you did not learn from the first one. Like
Yes.
this kid is much older now. He's
Yeah.
much wiser.
Why is there? He's been by himself before, so he
Right.
pretty fend off. And they
But
did
these
it.
traps were like hilarious.
I always, I like.
Especially when he got electrocuted.
Yeah, that was in Home Alone too, isn't it? It's like, oh,
He got electrocuted. He got hit by the paint.
the
The
pain.
big old paint. Yeah.
The one that I always loved was when he's Marvy's climbing up the stairs and it's got the car, the
Oh
tower,
yeah. Was
and
that
there's
the
like
first
this
one?
one, yeah, the first one. There's just like one
Yeah.
nail. He like steps on it. He's like, oh, he falls all the way down.
Oh man, Home Alone was that movie.
Yeah.
And what was your favorite Home Alone though? What
Oh
was
man.
better, one or two,
Right. So this is
based
this
off of
is
enjoyment?
right. So I'll give you like the whole thing. What happened was, especially being back where I was before, they would always show Home Alone 1, 2, and 3 like in a
Yeah,
marathon. So like
yeah,
Christmas Day, you would see all the Home Alones.
yeah.
The one that for some reason, like if I would always like, turn the TV on, Home Alone 3 would always be on. So
Right.
in some weird way, I've watched Home Alone 3 as much as I've watched 2 and 1.
Yeah.
which I don't understand. But like, again, watching it as an adult, I never saw the third one. I realized his problems. I was like, yeah, it doesn't work if Macaulay Culkin is Home Alone. You know what I mean?
And no
No
Marvin
Marvin,
Harry, no Marvin Harry.
no Harry,
Yeah.
it can't work. So I just like discredit Home
No
Alone.
Bud.
No,
What's his
none of that.
name? Buds or
But yeah, the older
Buzz?
brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
none of them. And after going back, just because I really love New York, what I mean, like going there,
Go on, say
and
it, bro. You already know. You
it's
know you
gonna
want to
be the
say number
second
two,
one.
bro.
It's gonna be Home Alone
Hey,
2.
Home Alone 2,
Yeah,
based off enjoyment for me,
yeah,
is the best Home Alone out of that series.
I can
Like
see it.
I know Home Alone, I know the first one was great
Yeah,
to so many, but to me, number
yeah,
two was just
yeah.
it was it got took off to another level.
Yeah, no, I think the stakes got raised because at least in Home Alone 1, he was in his house, he knew the
Yeah,
surroundings. Home Alone 2, he's walking the streets of like Central Park. I've been
right,
Central Park.
right.
I know how like intimidating that can be, especially going there at night. So
Yeah.
imagine this 10-year-old kid who basically escaped the events of the first one and is now in New York City, man. This is incredible. Yeah.
Also, it cannot be a Home Alone without the infamous movie that he always watched.
Wait,
It's like, get down on your knees and tell me
please
you love me.
love me.
I'm gonna give you to the count of 10.
to get your
You
ugly
tell-
yellow lady out of this. 1, 2, 10. keep,
Hold on. I'm
keep your
like, he's
change, you
already dead.
filthy animal. Yeah.
He's already dead. He's
Yeah.
already dead. Why you shooting again?
This is shit.
It's like, Merry Christmas, you
You
filthy
filthy
animal.
animal and a happy new year.
Happy
You
New
know?
Year, pal. I'm like, she's already dead. Like, bro, you got some serious
when
anger issues, my
when
dude.
he happened to the pizza dude in the first one, he was just dropping his
Yes.
dropping
Yes.
he put the money on the ground and he's just like thanks. And it's like, yeah, I got a tip for you. I'm gonna give you to the count of 10 to get your Domino's pepperoni and cheese out of here. Classic,
Yo.
classic. Oh my
Classic.
god.
Love. Come on, man. That was that Christmas movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For the viewers, man, if you haven't, if you've somehow been under a rock and not seen Home Alone 1 or 2, please go watch that now. It's
Right. Because probably the newer generation probably not really familiar with Home Alone. They're probably familiar with like Frozen or
right.
Ice Age. But
Yes.
us 90s kids,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
had
yeah,
Home Alone.
yeah. That's it. Is Home Alone for anyone like the 80s or 90s generation? Home Alone is a big. I would say late 80s. You know what I mean? Because we were
Yeah.
just born in that, but like it's a
Like
big
that.
part of
Yeah.
our childhood.
Yes, sir.
I mean, and definitely. So, and you just mentioned that, like, with the newer generation now, because like I said, one of my job I'm working, I work with a few students who are like at that
Mhm.
age, like 8,
Yeah.
and they were born in like the 2010s. Like
Yeah.
their kind of appeal is more of the cartoon animations, like you mentioned,
Yeah.
Frozen, Ice Age. There's a lot of new others. Some of them don't come, but those movies are what they prefer. Like what do you think of like now? It's more like the cartoon
I think
animation
it's
movies.
more, yeah, it's more of the animation
Yeah.
and yeah, more of the animation.
Mm-hmm. Ice Age and like, what did you think of Ice Age? And did you ever? I never
I
saw
say,
Frozen, but like Ice Age, I always thought was
I remember,
yeah.
I'm going to be honest, I never sat down to watch a full Ice Age movie. I've seen parts of the squirrel just getting the,
The
acorn. That's
acorn.
probably, yeah, that's the only scene I probably remember. I know Ice Age had like so many sequels, but
Yeah.
I never sat down to watch Ice Age ever. That's
As
mind blowing to me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's funny because Ice Age came. That one's from. It's not DreamWorks because I thought it was the same makers of the Shrek.
I think it's Fox.
It may be Fox. It's a different
Yeah,
film. But what happened? Like Shrek came like the same time as Ice Age. So
yeah,
we were like big Shrek fans. So we went to watch
yeah.
Shrek. Then we went to watch the first Ice Age at least. So that really stuck into my mind for like those Christmas. What was it that? But yeah. Ice Age, Frozen. There was even one I watched recently. It's this caveman group. It's on Netflix. If I can find the name, I'll put it in.
I think I know. I think I know what you're talking about, but
The one
I don't know
the name
Yeah,
escapes me. Because there's so many. There's so many.
yeah.
Like cartoon animated movies. And like with that being thing, because I remember they with Toy Story. Did you watch the first two Toy Stories, like Toy Story
Oh
2?
yeah, oh yeah. Toy Story one was. Oh yeah, it was a go. Yeah,
Toy
it was
Story
a.
1 was the
It was,
mind
and
blowing.
I love Toy Story two.
Yeah, I loved it
Yeah,
again. Like, it does that kind of thing similar to Home Alone too. Like they change the setting and it's like the stakes are more elevated.
yeah.
Like they try to
No,
set wood in
Toy Story was that movie.
there for the Christmas. Ooh, as much as like Home Alone and all right. So now we've gone through like the kids and teens movies of like Christmas. We're gonna go a bit upper. We're gonna
We're gonna,
we're gonna go a
yeah,
bit more sad.
for the girl and the dogs.
Put to go with the dogs in there. For where my dogs at, man?
For my dog tag.
Where my dogs at? Yeah. So like with like the so for like late teens and adults, like what like Christmas movies come to mind for like you could even say
Man,
our age, the
yeah.
mature audience.
So we have to throw next no Friday after next.
Friday after
Friday
next.
after next was that
Yes.
perfect Christmas movie. Starts off year Donny Hathaway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is
That's
that Danny Haffey? Santa.
That was
Santa.
yeah. But it starts off with the Temptations.
Silent night.
Yeah,
Oh, that's one of the best
yeah.
openings to
You
come.
have Craig and Day Day. They're sleeping. Here
Yeah,
comes Ricky Smiley,
Ricky Smiley.
Santa,
Himself.
yeah, come up in the spot.
Do you
making a
remember?
sandwich.
Do you remember when this guy
Yeah,
he's making a sandwich and Craig comes in and he's like, "Who the f are you?" And he's like, "I'm Santa.
eating the big ass sandwich. Shit.
Where the milk and cookies at?"
Like you ain't no Santa.
You ain't no Santa, man.
You ain't gonna do something. Yeah.
Yeah, just
So he's like fighting in the kitchen.
in the kitchen. Yeah,
Daddy's over here dreaming.
Yeah,
Daddy's over here dreaming. He doesn't hear anything. Yo, Santa Claus flees the scene.
yeah,
Like, Daddy,
yeah.
like, I know you heard that shit.
Yeah.
Like, get up.
He's like, oh,
like Chico, we just got robbed.
yeah. The one from next Friday, the vicious dog. They took him right after this.
Yeah.
But I talked about this on the last one we did about the you got calm. I'm not gonna say it. Oh, forgive me, Obi-Wan. I'm not gonna mention that movie.
No.
Omarion and Marquise used this movie that came out in the 2000s. It was always going to be that, and Friday after next, they would bring that into school, and we would watch that. So, like, that was always a perfect staple of, like, the Christmas. And as you even know, I know this movie beat for beat. I know the intro.
Oh yeah.
I know, like, when they go to get the job with the guys.
Holy moly donuts.
Holy moly donut shop. Hello, Dodo. He used to call him, hey, Dodo, like leg. Oh my god.
Like, tastes so good to make you want to slap your mama. Like,
and he slapped.
Really, like,
oh my god, man.
Like, yeah, boy.
Yeah,
like,
boy.
Hey, mama.
It said like John Witherspoon I think he's more ramped up. John Witherspoon's not even in the second one as much. Next Friday, because he's on the chase to get Craig, but like he's back in Friday After Next, and it's like, rest in peace, man. I mean, some people don't understand how funny, entertaining.
John Witherspoon was genuinely like funny.
Yeah, like legit. He didn't even have to try.
Bro,
Like bang, 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 bang. All
that's why I love the Wayne brothers, bro, because I
yes.
think John Witherspoon was the heart of that show.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
Pops,
Pops.
like with the white shoes, like
Yes.
Pops Diner,
It's
the
like he
Pops
was late.
Chili.
It's like he was late for what is it, like disco fever, like 70s disco, like he's
Yo, my
hilarious.
man had the white shoes.
White shoes. It's
I
like
just
heavy like that.
remember like every episode he had.
Yeah. It was,
He had the white shoes for every episode.
yeah.
Like
Behind the curtain. Kitty pie. Kitty pie. Oh,
man, my man Sean kept calling him a frog, the WB
the
frog.
WB.
Oh man, the Wayne brothers is
Wayne
hilarious.
Brothers, and yeah, now John Witherspoon, I 100% agree. It's one of the reason. I definitely, I think I've watched Friday After Next even more just because the inclusion of, I mean, Friday After Next, what John Witherspoon back. GQ Jamal already did the review on this, so I'm just echoing his words again. John Witherspoon back. You got Cat freaking Williams in
Cat
the building.
Williams, Terry Crews.
Cruz, some more. A lot of people don't know her, but she used to be on Def Comedy Jam, series. I've always loved some more,
Clifton
and
Powell.
Clifton Powell, Pinky, say again,
What? Oh, say another word. I'm
I'm gonna play, man. His driver was
like Dana, is that okay?
like he said your cousin, yeah, you fired.
Like you fired.
Why you gonna fire
Like fired. Like wrote you fired too.
some
Oh
bullshit?
man.
But yo, you remember Pinky's driver, the one, the limousine driver?
Yeah.
He was about that bullshit. Like,
Oh
I
no.
never did
Yes, he
driver's
was,
ed. He
bro.
never did driver's ed. Like he had no
No.
business.
Oh
He
man.
would swerve the corner, he just in the park right in front of Pinky, and he's like,
Bro, you know what? When I was a kid, I really never liked Friday After Next, but as an adult, this
same.
movie is just hilarious.
Yeah. Because
I appreciate this movie more
more,
than Next Friday.
I can see that,
Like I said in my review, Next
yeah.
Friday was just dry, but Friday
Yeah.
After Next was just entertaining throughout.
Yeah. The issue with, next Friday, because I did this review back in 2018, and
Yeah.
similar, it's like I always used to think like next Friday. At one point I thought next Friday was the best. And I was like, whoa, hold the phone. When I watched it again, I said,
No.
the issue I have with next Friday is I don't think the girl, the lead going the Latina chica, I don't think it was worth it for Craig to go all of that for
No,
her.
man.
It was not worth it. The girl in Friday
Hell
After Next
no.
is way better. The chick.
Oh yeah.
It was
Like
weird.
Donna, get the car.
Donna get the car.
Donna,
You know what I
oh,
mean?
man.
So like Friday After Next, man. It's just the inclusion of all of the, Mike Epps, Craig. Mike Epps is even more eccentric. Him now
Yeah,
getting security guard, and they gave him the whistle as well.
Mike Epps was absolutely funny in this movie.
Insane.
Then Next Friday.
Yeah, trust me. What he was doing in the in the parking lot, they were driving in, and he was like walking like this. Oh, do you have a permit to park here? And they're like, who are you? He says, yeah, top flight. Security guard. Yeah. He even
So you're gonna have to move your car.
Move your car and get the fuck out of here. He even antagonized those ladies, the old ladies who were sticking,
I'm not a killer, but do not push me.
Do not push me. Yo, yeah. He said something so like raw. I can only think Martin would say something like this. He said, "You're not." He said, "You're using the law to sell pussy on the court."
Oh man. Oh. Oh
Damn.
God. Mike Epps is a fool, man.
Oh my
We
god. He was
love him.
hilarious. Oh my gosh. Good times watching Friday After
Yeah.
Next, even like just to close out Friday After this, even he does the at the end, he's that guy with the shotgun,
Oh, the gun.
the
Like,
gun. Yeah, which is respect my
I beat
gangster.
box your ass.
Yeah.
Respect my gangster.
Oh man, but Friday
Oh
After this,
man.
without a doubt, man. Oh my god. Oh, it gotta be definitely, as I said, check out GQ. Jamal talks in depth about the greatness of that movie. So check
Yes.
it out
But
for sure.
check out that review.
Yeah, for sure, man. But yeah, man, like what like other Christmas, because like Friday After Next is a comedy, Christmas
Yeah.
movie, and like we mentioned like Home Alone, which Home Alone could be considered a bit comedy, and also
Yeah,
like
it had some violence in
it
it.
has some violence, but more of like
Yeah.
comedy, family.
Like cartoonish violence. Yeah.
Exactly, what would you
Like Tom
say?
and Jerry
Tom and
violence.
Jerry,
Yeah.
yeah, it had that, and Friday After Next, obviously the Friday series is like that urban comedy that we all know,
Yeah.
what I mean? So what did you think about the other, like do you know like of any dramatic like Christmas movie that comes to mind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This Christmas.
This Christmas, right? Like I've not seen
Yeah.
that one there, but like explain some of it, like this Christmas
This
for me.
Christmas.
Yeah,
It has I haven't seen This Christmas in a minute. So this Christmas has Lauren London,
right,
Idra Alba, Chris Brown,
right,
Columbus Short, which that's their like second like time like tag teaming after
right.
like Stomp the Yard. This movie came out like same year as Stomp the Yard.
Something you heard, right?
Um, Loretta Devine, who's
Yes,
everyone's mother.
that's from the
That and
day.
Jennifer Lewis. Yeah, back in the day.
Oh, I love
It was
Jennifer
either
Lewis.
Jennifer Lewis
Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah.
Loretta
On
Devine.
Loretta Devine.
Yeah, she's everyone's mother.
Yeah.
What else? Um, have you ever seen Crooklyn? The dad from Crooklyn.
Right. The
He's
dad
in
from
This Christmas.
yeah, he was the guy who was in oh man, the movie
He was
escapes
in Romeo. Romeo Must Die as
Romeo
well.
Must Die, yes. The one who was
Yeah,
something. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. And he was in Malcolm X. He was the one Denzel Washington before
yeah,
he becomes Malcolm. Yeah. He was the one who faced, but yeah, yeah, yeah. I like
yeah.
this Christmas.
Um,
Man.
yeah. And Regina King, not
Regina
Regina Hall.
King.
Regina King. Yeah, Riley from the Boondocks. Yeah,
Riley
yeah.
and for the Bulldogs.
Hey,
Ooh.
hold on. We're gonna get to the Boondocks Christmas special in a minute,
All right. We're gonna talk
but
about
yeah,
yeah.
Regina King was in this movie. So
Yes.
this movie had a solid cast, a great
Right.
cast, solid storyline.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's another underrated Christmas movie for like for the family and adults.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. If you haven't seen This Christmas, go check it
Go
out.
check that out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm even tempted now to find it and watch it. This Christmas
Yeah.
because it sounds like it's an all-star cast. Idris
Oh
Elba,
yeah.
Gina King. It's divine. Another movie that I don't know if it's similar because again, it has more that dramatic. It's called with this movie had Tay Diggs. It had Morris
Yeah.
Chestnut.
The Best Man
The
Holiday.
best man.
Best Man. The
That's what
Best
I was
Man
trying to
is
say.
The
Yes.
Best Man
Right.
is an underrated movie. The
What are your
Best Man
thoughts?
Holiday. That movie. Um, it's funny and sad at the same time, man. Yeah, that's another good holiday movie.
Yes.
Man, Tay Diggs, Morris
Yes.
Chestnut,
Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard was
Hustle and
Flow. Shout out
yeah.
to Terrence Howard, man. The original War Machine and Iron Man. Yeah. I love that movie,
Who
man.
else was in there?
Oh,
Nia
man.
Long,
Nia Long. Fine ass Nia
Monica
Long.
Calhoun.
Yes, the
Which
one who was
played,
in 101. Flex Alexander's one of the girlfriends of Flex in 101. I know
yeah.
appears in It's Fun Holiday as well, you know. But
Yeah,
mm,
Monica Calhoun, her character, that was sad.
yeah.
Like, um, because they got married at the first one. Then the second one,
Yes.
they found out she had cancer, man. She like
This
died
is
at the end of the movie.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Then the
yeah, yeah.
funeral scene, bro. The funeral
It's
scene
like it
was just
hits you hard, man.
hard. Yeah,
Because like if anyone hasn't seen like the first and second one, it deals heavily with relationships and how
yeah,
sometimes it's not all this happy ending that like the
nah,
Disney movies tell you. Like you get married, you get
yeah. This
hitched,
is
you live happy ever.
reality.
This is reality, and like
Yeah,
those scenes when it goes to the funeral because of
that was
some
hard to watch.
that was
Yeah,
very difficult, man. It was hard, but it's a I wouldn't. Would you say it's like an urban film or like any ethnicity could watch it? Because it does deal with like
I
people,
believe
like
any.
you know,
I know people going to classify it as an urban film because it's
yeah,
pretty much like an all black cast, but
mhm.
everyone can watch The Best Man Holiday,
Yes,
and someone can. I know people can relate to the story.
yeah, yeah, for sure. It is especially when I think especially with the way things have been now, more people spend more time together now than ever
Hmm.
because of the way the world is. So like
Yeah,
definitely, I think for sure, there's a lot of stuff you could take from both of the ones. Because I think they're both good films. The Best Man and
right.
Holiday, and that. So definitely, like, yeah, go check them too if you haven't. What did you think about because you mentioned Regina King, who is one of the a big '90s. We talked about this on the
Icon.
actresses. Regina King, Boys in the Hood, Poetic Justice, Jerry freaking Maguire. There's,
Yeah.
there's more and more ones. She's Higher Learning. Which is John
Oh
Singleton.
yes, higher
Yeah, I
learning.
love Higher Learning. I would
Yeah,
love to do a review of just talking about Higher Learning. That's a great
higher
movie.
learning had some gems, bro.
I know, my ass. What did you think of like the we'll talk a bit about like Boondocks and also the Christmas thing.
Yeah, the Christmas
What did you think
television,
of?
yeah.
Well, this is where it relates. If you say like, "Oh, Boondocks is not Christmas," and that, I kid you not, it may have been 3-4 years ago. I got the Boondocks season 1, season 2, and even season 3. I rinsed that for the Christmas. So like, I watched episode after. I was hooked onto this show, and I was like, "Why did no one tell me about Boondocks before?" I was the last one to the party. But Diki, what are your thoughts on like Boondocks? The whole
Bro,
series that the whole
bro, Boondocks is freaking hilarious,
yeah,
bro. Man, I remember when I first watched the Boondocks, high school,
right.
ninth grade. I was watching like Adult Swim. This is before Adult Swim was
Adult
like
Swim.
Adult Swim.
Yeah,
Back then,
yeah.
Adult Swim was showing Family Guy, King of
Amer-
the Hill.
American Dad.
I don't think
That
American Dad
came
was still new.
new.
This was like 2005.
Oh
American
right.
Dad was still on Fox. So
Right, right.
whatever was on American Dad, I mean,
Yeah.
whatever was on
Yeah. I'm guessing like
Adult Swim at the
South
time.
Park. Like South Park may have been on there, or it may no South Park may have been on another
Um,
channel. Yeah.
Comedy
Comedy
Central.
Central, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's like the adult animated shows, the ones that
yeah.
go off
So
like Spawn,
they were playing like Captain. Was it Captain Planet?
Captain Planet. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
the green one with the green.
and
He has the kids. I remember.
yeah.
Yeah,
No, no, not Captain Planet. That was after Adult Swim. They
right.
played Captain Planet. So yeah, going on, but the Boondocks. So I was like ninth grade. I was okay. They played this black cartoon. I'm like, okay, what are they playing at 10 o'clock at night?
Yeah.
The first episode I watched from the Boondocks was the Christmas episode.
Ah,
The first episode
the
I watched
first
from the
episode. Yeah,
Boondocks was the Christmas
that
episode.
was raw.
First 5 minutes into the show, Riley dude with cornrows,
Yeah, yeah,
kid with
yeah.
cornrows, with a white beater, some
Huey,
jeans,
Huey with
beating up,
oh yeah,
beating up Santa Claus,
yeah. He was kicking
shooting up
his
Santa Claus.
ass,
Yes,
whooping his. He laid the smack down in the
Santa,
mall, in the mall as well.
Santa was like, okay, then. Okay, it's a black cartoon. They started cussing. They
Yeah,
started
yeah,
dropping
yeah,
the
yeah,
M bombs. I'm like,
yeah, yeah,
yo,
yeah,
you know me,
yeah.
15 years old. I'm already drawn into it
Straight
because
into
back then I
that.
love ignorant shit. I
Yeah,
love ignorant stuff.
it was raw.
So
It was
it
raw.
was raw.
It was
Yeah,
unapologetic. It was
right.
unapologetic. Like, and this, I'll even ask you this before because we're gonna dive into Boondocks, even some
Yeah,
specific episodes.
yeah,
As
yeah,
well.
yeah.
What do you think now about like because Boondocks ended like what was it 20 for what is it? I think maybe mid 2010s. Do you think they could get away with that stuff? Like, what
No,
is
bro.
woke?
No, no.
Telling you.
And plus, John Witherspoon died. So
Yeah, he's the essence
yeah.
of that show, man. Like, as you talked about Pops, and William Roberts, and then like him being basically similar
Bro,
plots in the beginning. Him in the boot.
Boondocks was the last. Boondocks was, like there was a Living Color. Boondocks was like the last show, like compared to Living Color, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I know there was Chappelle show, but
yeah,
Boondocks took it to another like
yeah. Like in the
level.
stratosphere, man. Like, it was very like, how can I say, uh, it was aware. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
like it's
woke,
funny.
yeah.
And we're gonna talk about this. Like, please don't hate me for this. When they did the episode trial, you know what I'm talking about, GQ, the trial episode.
Yeah. The second episode was an R. Kelly episode of the series.
In the thing, I couldn't believe when
No, yeah,
everyone knew it was a long rumor. You know what I mean? I even knew
yeah,
this even before watching the Chappelle Show skit. They used to
yeah,
talk about the way R. Kelly was with these young girls. He about
yeah.
peeing on them. So when they do the episode in Boondocks and they have a whole core just on Robert Kelly, I was like, oh my! I was like, how did they get away with this shit, man? Like,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Man, Cartoon Network, man. Good
Yeah,
old days of Cartoon Network.
I
When I first
swear,
watched
man.
the Boondocks, man, it was just hilarious. And they went on. Riley was making a letter to Santa. He was like, "Dear Santa, you are a bitch nigga." I'm like, God. He was like, wait.
Wait.
Like,
I need to do
you
it.
a bitch ass
Ass
nigga. I'm
nigga.
like, man. He's
Oh
like,
man,
I heard the mall is packing extra security.
yeah.
That's a bitch move, Santa.
So
I'm coming for that ass tonight. You're gonna pay what you owe. Sincerely yours, the
yours,
Santa Stalker.
okay.
That's so sad. I remember that
Man.
line, man.
Right?
He's like, man, Santa these nuts. I'm like,
Yeah.
Santa, man, we were in the hood.
This is he's similar to Tupac saying like, "Yo, this is funk life, man." Like,
Man, I'm sorry, but Boondocks
yo,
was hilarious, man.
yeah,
To
I
this
was,
day,
bro. As GQ is saying, I both think we got this same kind of like, it like a magnet. I couldn't stop
yeah.
watching. There was times where I just needed to kind of stop and go do like some work or homework or something.
Hey, the
I
Boondocks predicted everything.
what? Whoa! Now that's exactly what I was gonna say. That was my next
The,
question.
the Boondocks
Predictions
predicted
and the
everything.
psychic. How do you feel? Because the guy who made his name was Aaron McGruber.
Yeah,
He was the one. He did the originally they were sketches, like they were like
yeah,
a book. So it got adapted and that. But it was just so conscious of like the stuff that's happening in this age, so it's amazing, the stuff they were able to predict and that. But like, what were
right.
the characters like Riley? Who was your favorite character in Voodoo? Because I really love Tom. I'm just gonna say I love Tom.
Up top, that
Da, da, da,
episode, that
da, da,
episode,
da, da, do, 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 da, da,
yo,
da.
that episode. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry, guys, for the words. I'm sorry, guys, for those who's watching this episode. I
Yeah.
mean, this video. That episode when Tom was getting raped in the no, no, he was having dreams about getting raped in jail or something like that.
Oh,
And one of
the
the
health
cellmates
inspector.
came up,
Oh my god, I
and
can't.
one of the cellmates came up behind, like from behind, like Tom was like, "I'm done." Like, no, you're not done. I've been watching you from a mile. It's like you haven't watched between your ears. That line, that be dying, bro.
Oh,
See that be dying. I'm like, you haven't watched between your
your
ears or nothing.
ears.
Terry Crews played that character. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh
yeah, yeah,
man.
yeah. That was very. You know, it's funny. I'm laughing, but I could just nah. I don't even entertain it. You know,
No,
I don't even entertain being in that position because I'm laughing, but
no.
then I feel sorry. I'm like, yo, there's nothing worse on the planet Earth to go through that experience, man. Nothing, nothing
Oh
can
man,
compare.
no, Tom. Man, this man Tom was like, this man Tom could sing. He was singing.
Yeah,
Tom was a simp.
man. When we talked about Simping Tales and we mentioned like a few characters, I think we forgot to include one of the biggest Sims in the 21st century was Tom.
The nigga moment.
And they, oh my god, those moments. I remember he
Oh
kicks that guy
man, you
and
got kicked.
he possessed Tom. This is one of my favorite episodes of Boondocks. Like he possesses Tom, and like one of the guys, I think he parks in Tom's spot because Tom's a lawyer. You know, he's coming to court,
Yeah.
and this other brother he parks in his spot, and he says he told Tom to eat a dick. You know, but little did he know, Stick Meter was possessing him, and he just said like, well,
Like,
"What did you say?
yeah.
You eat a dick, motherfucker! You bitch ass
You was
nigga!"
talking
Oh my
you was talking that good mess a minute ago.
god!
Look at you. You got kicked in your chest. Like you
Yeah,
ate it.
you eat a dick. You eat a dick, motherfucker!
Like, yeah. I'm
Oh,
gonna make it do what it do.
dude. Oh, that kick for the
Oh,
chest, man. I think that put him through another dimension, man. Slow motion.
right. One of my favorite episodes from the Boondocks was the season 2 episode. Was it? It's not gangster. It's just Thugnificent.
Magnificent, yeah.
Yeah,
You just
Thugnificent.
mad because your ass is
You're
old.
just mad because your ass is down.
Yeah.
No, that whole MTV interview.
Yes. MTV Cribs,
Yeah,
Magnificent. Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah.
Ooh.
No, it was when they were interviewing Grandpa and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thugnificent. They was like going back and forth.
Yeah.
He's like, eat a dick, oh man.
Yeah.
And Snoop Dogg's character was telling him like, eat a second baby dick. So I'm like, hold on, what?
Oh
Oh,
my
Cartoon
god.
Network let y'all say that?
Yeah, I would. It was shocking. No, I'm not. I know you had this as well. When I first watched it, I was like, "Yo, I haven't seen a show like this before, especially it's animated."
Right.
Like some of the stuff they could get away with saying, you know, as you just they talked about rape, they talked about like prostitution. I remember Cat Williams' characters in this, you know, the pimping.
Right.
Yeah. So the stuff they would be able to say now, it was like they gave them free control, you
Yeah.
know. And this is especially the first season's free because I don't think the guy Aaron McGruber appeared in the he directed the last season.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
First 2 seasons were
First
like
two seasons.
raw. Were raw.
Oh,
That was
it,
Boondocks at its best.
yeah, 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 yeah,
I
man.
didn't really care for season 3 like that, but
Yeah,
the first 2 seasons I'll always watch.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Honestly, man, like it's just a classic. It's classic,
Oh
and you
yeah.
know the Christmas one. Like, imagine that was like the one of the first episodes you saw.
The Christmas episode, it happened during the holidays. It was
Yeah,
snowing out. I'm like, they were playing like holiday
yeah,
shows,
yeah.
and here comes 10 o'clock. They play
Adult
this
Swim.
like, yeah, adults when they
Yes.
play this black cartoon. I'm like, okay, yo, what's this show about?
Yeah.
10 minutes into the show, I'm like, man, the ignorant side of me was like loving the show.
Yeah. Honestly, I missed that because Boondocks was basically saying what everyone was thinking, but they put it into a show. Whereas this PC culture, you can't get
It was
away with
like it was like a living
in
color,
living color.
pretty much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I go back to even when we were talking about Macaulay Culkin, like how Michael Jackson was a big thing with Macaulay Culkin, and they did that
Hold on
episode.
again.
I'm gonna get you.
Trying to
I'll let you play with
trying to say
bubbles.
Taylor Thomas.
Yeah.
It's like I want to see your moon. I want to see your moonwalk. You like? You like?
Say, ah. Yeah, that's like we're gonna do a
Oh
challenge.
man.
Challenge for the audience, man. But you gotta submit your best Macaulay Culkin, like scream like
Even Carlton. Even
yes.
Carlton did the Macaulay Culkin
Oh
that
my
Halloween
god. You
episode.
remember when he died? He died. He's like,
Yeah.
all right. Now you brought it in. You got it in. You got it in. You got it in.
Yeah.
You got to talk about some of these episodes. So we talked a bit about like our favorite movies now. Now we're gonna talk about like our Christmas like favorite episodes,
I have a list. I
And
have
I'm
a
gonna
catalog,
give the
bro.
floor to you, bro. You're gonna start
When
us.
it comes to the holidays, especially Christmas, I go to Homie the Clown, Homie Claus. That's
Thank
one of my
you.
favorite like holiday episodes.
Right. Oh, we
Like
don't play that.
Homie the Clown is like my favorite character, like
Yes.
TV character.
Yeah.
This was at a time Homie the Clown, like Living Color's second season. They
Yeah.
already had like Emmy awards,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Homie the Clown was like the popular character of Living Color,
Mhm.
but watching Homie Claus, the Christmas episode was so fire.
I love the
Like
living color.
that one moment when he like the kids was asking like, "Hey, can I sit on your lap?" I'm like, no, but you can sit on this. Like it was like a statue of his legs or something like that. He said, "No, but you can sit on this.
The way he
You
just
can
like
have
unrolled,
Yoni."
he just unrolled it, just put it. Yes, like this.
He's like, "You can have Yoni, and I can keep my dignity." Like,
Oh,
but homie, where's dignity? What's dignity? Like he had Tommy Davidson had the snow like the ice cream
the
cone.
ice cream
I don't know
cone. Yeah.
where he got that ice cream cone from, but anyway, that's another story. But he had this ice cream cone. Homie took the the cone and just smashed it on his head.
And
Bro, you gotta see the bloopers for that sketch.
remember
He hits
it.
there was a blooper of that sketch where he like misses like hitting the cone on his
All the
head
cone
like
on his head. Right. Right.
yeah. Yeah, when you watch it, you can see Tommy Davidson like laughing, but they like
Yeah.
edit.
He
Yeah,
broke character.
yeah, he
It's
broke it.
hilarious when that happens, man. I can't. Oh my gosh. Oh
Oh
man,
man,
those Christmas episodes, man. Like you
we could trade off for yours.
man, like the one that comes to mind definitely is Martin. It's Martin for sure.
Bro, Martin had the best Christmas episodes, bro.
Yeah, even back from
They never
season
missed a
one.
beat.
Even back
Yeah,
from the first season when they're doing that Christmas talent,
yeah,
show, and Martin basically
yeah,
takes the lead and says like, "I'm gonna run this," and he keeps firing like, everyone in that, and then Tisha Campbell and Tisha Campbell, yeah, Tisha Campbell, Tisha Arnold, Pam and Gina, they sing, they do that
yeah.
and then so I always loved that. And definitely the one that is basically a Christmas episode, the one when they're trapped inside their
Oh, the
apartment.
radio station.
For
Oh,
sure.
I don't think that was a Christmas episode, but yeah, but that episode did air during the
In
holidays,
the
like
holidays.
wintertime.
Yeah.
But yeah, another one when they were like trapped inside of the radio station, not the radio station, the television
The
station.
television station. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
When Martin season 3, when Martin got the
yeah,
station, yeah.
and
Uh,
And the guy from the Five Heartbeats,
yeah,
Big Red,
Big Red. He was the
came.
driver in Speed. You know, if anyone, yeah, this is before like the earlier part of Speed. You know, before Keanu Reeves comes on the bus, he was driving the car before he got shot.
Yeah,
So that's yeah,
came up to the station strapped up with these grenades and the bomb.
grenades.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
man.
everybody, like, you're not gonna have a happy holidays. You're gonna have a 4th of July.
4th of July, you know. Wait, he sounded so like confident. Like, if I'm going
Yeah, he
down,
was
I'm
confident, bro.
taking you all with me. And you know what I so loved about season 2 and season 3? They always found a way to interject the gags. You know, like I think
Yeah,
Tommy even somehow Tommy was there. He said, like, I can't be dealing with this, you know, I gotta go work. And Freddie
like
was
shut up,
like,
man. Like you don't even have no
bro, you
job.
don't even have a job.
Like BDB,
BDB.
BDB, just one shoe.
Just one
Show him one
shoe. One
shoe.
shoe. Oh my
Oh
god.
man, Martin has
Boy,
the best Christmas episodes.
yeah.
Another good Christmas Martin had was a last season episode, the Christmas episode,
Right.
when they're like parodying like the Scrooge.
The free what's it called?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. You know, I always confuse this one with the Halloween episode where Mr. T,
Oh yeah.
you know, the one Mr. T appears in there, they
Oh
get the
yeah.
haunted mansion, you know. But yeah,
Yeah.
that one was great as well.
That was like
Yeah.
the best. That was one of the best
Yeah.
episodes of that season.
Yeah, because season 5 had very few episodes you could
No,
go
they had
back
like a
to. Yeah,
good.
like
They had a good 6 episodes, like great
yeah.
episodes.
One more
Rest,
Curry appears in Martin, like they go to court with Shanae. I always love that season 5 episode. That's hilarious. But like as GQ said, very few and far between episodes in season 5. You know, man, like so Martin's like biggest competition, Fresh Prince, which we've already done a video on.
oh, Fresh Prince had some um classic holiday
It's just
episodes.
right.
One of my favorite one of my favorite Fresh Prince episodes when Boys and Men was on there.
I was just gonna let it
Yeah.
snow. Oh,
When he was
let it
playing
snow, man. Oh,
no.
no,
Yeah,
that
sorry about
episode
that. But
was
yeah.
legendary. It was a classic.
Yeah, and
Uh,
Will was like playing with the little puppets.
yes.
He's like, hey yo, G, I don't mean to be rude. Get the jelly button up and give me some food.
Will just found a way.
Oh,
We talked about this. Will would always find a way to kind of mess something that was already solid. You know,
yeah,
like he managed to not get Boys to Men to perform at the church
yeah.
just because of Will. You know, and he was when he was I remember he talked about like stealing one of the girls from the main guy from Boys to Men. I forgot his
Oh
name.
yeah.
Yeah. He talks about
Like,
he said it's
that
this
was
big
my
lip.
girl.
Yeah, that was my girl. Will, man. Oh my gosh. That was it. Well, man.
What other show had like fire Christmas shows? Bernie Mac show had some fire Christmas shows.
I didn't see the because Bernie Mac, I've seen it through twice. I've seen it like
Yeah.
through it twice, you know, like I don't remember the holiday episodes too much, you know, but yeah, like that was first. And possibly even my wife and kids, because my wife and kids I've
Oh,
seen,
my wife and kids never had a holiday episode.
they never had one completely.
No,
Right.
no. And it was still fire throughout.
Yeah.
They never had a holiday episode.
Right. You know why I think they replaced it? Because in My Wife and Kids, they had a lot of travel episodes. You know, when they went to like, what was it, Hawaii or the Bahamas?
Hawaii, the Bahamas.
Yeah, Bahamas, you know,
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, you know, when he played
Michael Jordan. Oh, man.
My God. Damon, you know. Oh man, it was great stuff. But I think without Christmas, you know, you got to mention this, especially, you know, one of the biggest sitcoms from the '90s, The Simpsons. You know,
Oh yeah, the very first episode was a holiday episode.
Exactly, the first time.
Yo, you can tell those early episodes. The animation was all rough.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
like
yeah.
especially the first 2 seasons.
Yeah. You
You can
see the
tell,
way
man.
the way they drew Homer. Homer was more like
Yeah,
he was slimmer. Even talked to a different voice, you know.
yeah. Everybody had a different voice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, then they get the first episode when they get the dog, Santa's little helper. So the main dog.
Yeah. Hey, Millhouse had black hair in the early
Yeah,
episodes.
bro. Even Mo Sislak, you know, he was like, bro,
Yes, bro, I love the phone gags,
yeah,
the prank call gags. Like most times, like
yeah. Seymour Butts. I'm
see my
looking for
butt.
Seymour Butts.
Like is Homer there? Like Homer who? Like homosexual?
Hey, I'm a homosexual. I'm looking for a homosexual.
Barney said something about like you need to up your standards or something like that.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Hey, it's huge ass here, like
Yeah.
huge.
Huge ass. Huge ass. I think there was another one called Bend Over. Like bend over, you know. Oh my god.
Oh
Mo. And the way Mo would react, he said, look, when I find you, I'm gonna get this cord, strangle you until I put your air
man, Bart
supply.
been playing those pranks on you for the past like for the first 3 years
I
of The
swear,
Simpsons,
you know,
first three seasons.
and bro, I just want to shout out, you know, as big as like Macaulay Culkin was in the 90s, you know, Bart Simpson, he
Bart
was
Simpson was that
oh my
icon
God.
figure.
Yeah, I remember, you know, man, this is like earliest memories, like 95, 96. I used to see everyone have the Eat My Shorts
Yeah,
t-shirt, you know,
yeah,
anytime, man. Like you see the other one with Bart where he's holding the skateboard, you know.
right.
Like he was iconic. And I would say honestly, like the
I
biggest like
think
yeah,
yeah, Homer took over like the 2000s.
yes. I think Homer afterwards, like yeah, he became like the main season's runner. But like there was this Bart mania, you know, similar to
Oh
like
yeah,
Urkel, you know, Urkel had that like Urkel mania. There was that Bart mania where he was just everywhere. You know what I mean?
oh yeah. You know what else was my favorite episode? Well, Christmas episode, the Wayne brothers when Sean and no Marlon lost Pops's birthday cake. I think the pre ate it or something like that.
Right, which season was this? Was it
This is season three. Yeah,
season
season
3?
three.
I remember
Um,
this one. Marlon.
yeah.
Oh,
What? Yeah. Was it a Christmas episode? But it was. I don't
it
know.
was
It
you
happened
know.
during the holidays. But
Yeah,
yeah.
I think like
Yeah.
with this, it's like he's captured like all the holidays. You know what I mean? Because like Christmas is pretty much the like where you have the biggest vacation. You know what I mean? But there's other
Yeah.
like you know holidays, throughout the year. You know, but
Sean
yeah,
was acting like Marlon's guardian angel or something like that. He was like dressing all white.
yes, yeah, he had
They was
the
doing a
age with him.
parody. They was doing a parody off of like Bone Thugs, Crossroads.
Said it to the crossroads.
Crossroads, Crossroads, no
Said it to
less.
the
We're gonna
crossroads.
stand by. We're gonna
Instead
stand.
of but that, bro, it was that one. I used to watch that and Outcast. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. They used to play that like loop after loop after loop.
Yeah.
You know, sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh,
I am
ooh,
for real. Like forever, forever, ever, forever, ever.
ever. Oh my gosh. You know, but yes, bro, man. So, all right, man. So, we talked about like the animation, Christmas animated like movies, animated series, the movies, even notable like episodes from the sitcoms and that. Like, what would be like your if you had to like rank them, GQ, like the best like Christmas like moments from like the movies, episodes. It could even be characters on a Christmas. Like,
Okay.
what would your like ranking be?
Are we doing the top five or
I
are we
say
doing
a top five would be cool. Mm-hmm.
okay?
Yeah.
All right, these are my personal five, y'all.
Right.
So in
There
no
we go.
order. Okay, so we gotta put the Boondocks Christmas episode.
Yeah.
This is number one. Oh man, that was like my first introduction with the Boondocks.
Right.
So number two, um, Homie the Clown when he did
In the living
Homie
color
Santa
section.
in Living Color.
Yeah, where he
All the stuff
violate those
that did.
kids, the way.
Yeah, like Merry Christmas.
Oh my gosh. I need
Um,
to see the bloopers now. Not that GQ because I've seen the
oh yeah,
episode.
man, go check
I
out
need
the
to.
bloopers.
I'm gonna go check that out, man. It would be nice to see your reaction.
Oh man, so that's number 2. Number 3, um, Home Alone 2.
Right.
Number 4, Friday After Next.
Yeah.
Before I list my number 5, I'm going to just name some honorary mentions.
Sure.
We're going to put Jingle All the Way, Sinbad,
Oh
Arnold
my
Schwarzenegger.
god. Sometimes it's like we have like these movies and TV series we go through, then
Yeah,
like you just put an honorable mention. I'm like,
Turbo Man.
oh,
Man, this goes back to like even with today, people fighting over these toys and
yeah,
Jordans. People get shot for
shot,
these Jordans.
real
This is Jingle
topics,
All the
man.
Way.
Jingle all
Yeah.
the way. Even just like on that note, because I talked about this on my Sinbad review. Like
Mhm.
I love Sinbad, seeing him in different
He
worlds.
played a great villain in that.
Yeah, he was the
Yeah.
best. He was the postman. He was the best.
Oh.
And Arnold
Oh.
Schwarzenegger, who was at that time like the biggest action star,
Terminator. The
Terminator,
Terminator.
True Lies, Predator, so it was nice seeing him
The
in this
Kindergarten Cop.
Kindergarten Cop, so I love Kindergarten Cop, but
Um,
definitely Sinbad, yeah, he was amazing in that thing all the way.
so what else are some not honorable mentions?
Christmas
Let's
movies.
see.
Mm,
Man,
so you said Jingle all the way. Chronicles. See, I'm trying to think of the ones like back in the day.
like I know like the Rugrats Christmas specials and
Right, right.
even the Hey Arnold Christmas episodes,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
they're pretty good, pretty great.
Really. A
Um,
lot of the as we did the best animated series, from the golden age, they all in
mhm,
some shape or form had their own Christmas episodes. Their
yeah.
specials. I think the Simpsons they had their holiday, but they had their episodes, but it focused way more on the Treehouse of Horror.
Oh
Like the
yeah, yeah.
Halloween. That was the big part of the Simpsons, shows and that. But yeah, Hey Arnold, man, who doesn't love Hey Arnold, man? Like,
Oh right,
yeah,
right.
the child
What
right
else?
there.
I know this is not a Christmas movie, but they play this a lot during Christmas. Coming to America, they play this movie 24. Same with Trading Places and Christmas
Yes.
Story.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
can't
yeah,
be
yeah.
Christmas without them playing
Without
Coming to
them, yeah,
America.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
honorable mention. But my number 5, um, has to be the Marian Christmas episodes, man.
Right.
They just hit home.
Yeah. Just to yeah, 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 yeah. No, that's a cool list. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, right. If I had to give my one, it's funny because now it's like I'm thinking of way more, ones that
Right.
I could put, yeah, like so again, like this is again as GQ, it's like favorite,
Mm-hmm.
moments and that. One thing that came to mind was I don't know if you've ever seen this is more of like an action movie. Have you ever seen a Die Hard? I don't know. Have you
I've heard of Die Hard.
right.
I heard Bruce Willis said himself, Die
Yes.
Hard is not a
A
Christmas
Christmas
movie.
movie. Yeah. Well, this is the weird thing because you know I checked the like when the movie's set in it's meant to be in the 80s, it's meant to be in December. So like
Mm-hmm.
just around it maybe not be on Christmas Day, but it's meant to be around the holiday
Right.
season.
Yeah.
So, if I did include that, I would put Die Hard as like one of my top five. And also
Yeah, this is your list. Yeah.
yeah, Reginald Van Johnson, Carl from Family Matters. This is like where the first time I saw him, because it
Yeah.
came out just before Friday Mass. So yeah, I would put Die Hard, in there as like yeah, it's like one of the top rankings. Number two, definitely Toy Story. That was a huge part. I had the Woody doll, and sometimes I would look at it and think like, man, I wonder if he's really alive.
Right.
Pull the
Right.
string out. He has the string out of the bag. It's like, there's a snake in my boots.
The
So
way he kept messing with Buzz, like messing with his
yeah,
whole, you know, the little
the
shield.
the shield, the helmet, yeah, the helmet.
Yeah, the helmet. Yeah.
But what I love so much about Toy Story, it was the jealousy like Woody had. This
Yeah.
new kid on the block. This new kid on the block comes in and like he basically takes his face. So I loved him. Then like they become friends at the end. So it was good. So yeah, Toy Story for sure. Number two, for sure, it's gonna be Home Alone. I wish I could put them both together, but I'd say Home
Right.
Alone 2 just edges it. Just for my love of New York City, man. Like NYC is my home away from home. They know it. They know it, man. Yeah, man. I just love the idea that like he's now walking on the streets of NYC by himself, and like Merv and Harry are like trying to get him again. And as you said, they fall from the same tricks in the first.
Right.
But what did you think of the saying? That like the that wooden like dark house. Where he does the traps.
Oh
It
yeah.
it looked very like
Wasn't that his family member's house?
I think so in New York.
Yeah.
But it was more bigger than the original house in the first one.
Right.
But that was crazy. But yeah, definitely Home Alone 2. I would put that. Maybe for the fourth one, I would put the first Home Alone. So three Home Alone 2, Home Alone the original one, and at number five, I would have to say the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, Boys to Men
Yeah.
episode. As fun. it combines like Will's goofiness, of how
Yeah.
he could just mess up, everything. And then I love Boys to Men, like the performance at the end, like Let It Snow is one of my favorite Boys to
Oh
Men,
yeah.
tracks. That and like Motown Philly are like my favorite Boys to Men. So that yeah, Philly come back again. Oh man, Boys to Men. That's they don't have music like this anymore. You know what I
Oh
mean?
man. You cannot recreate that sound.
Yes. Oh man, that those times, man, it's sadly, man. So, oh man, but that even to add on that, what do you think now? Because again, like that used to be a big deal, back in the day. Like, say, imagine you got like the biggest band and they appear on a network TV sitcom shown around the world. Boys to Men appearing in Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Like, why do you think they don't do that stuff anymore now? You know?
Maybe because the probably number one reason is money.
Yeah,
Um,
finance.
yeah, and money. Like, can they afford them to do? I'm pretty sure NBC, CBS, those big type of networks can afford.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it might be ego as well.
right. So,
Yeah,
so like the asking price, like how much do you pay me?
yeah, and plus we're
Mm.
at a time where people don't really watch TV anymore.
Yeah.
So it was a big deal. It was a big deal to have your favorite celebrities to appear on the
To cameo,
episode.
yeah.
Yeah,
There was so many times I used to love, like, in Fresh Prince of Bel Air. This I even forgot this one. Oh my god, this is another Christmas episode. So to be an honorable mention, this is the first season where Evander Holyfield
Mike, Evander Holyfield.
he
Yeah,
appears in it. Do you remember like when he's speaking to this dude for the whole episode? He's
yeah,
like, "Yo, man, you might as well just come over, man. I can't wait. I've been waiting all this time to box him." And he comes in his face. It's like, Oh my God, and Jeffrey said, Evander Holyfield, heavyweight champion of the world.
And Jeffrey never had your back. He was
Yo,
the slick talk, the slick talk.
completely, you know. But like
But yeah,
that episode was like it's like a big deal, seeing Evander
yeah,
Holyfield, Will. I remember the episode where Kadeem Hardison appeared, Heavy
that
D.
Halloween episode.
That's best episode.
That was the best episode. That was like
First
top
was
five best episodes of season one. The
season
Halloween
one.
episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
someday your Fresh Prince will be in
So,
effect.
and bro, you know how the themes, the instrumental of the song,
Yeah,
that the
all right.
Halloween
I
instrumental. I
actually
love that.
I will let
That
you in a
I
little
love that.
secret. If you check my Fresh Prince of Bel Air review, I put that track in the intro. I love that beat.
I
It's
use a
do
when I
do
did
do.
I
Yeah,
did my first live video, it was a Fresh Prince. I
right.
inserted that
It's amazing.
instrumental.
It's
Yes, for the
amazing.
promo.
Yeah, I love
I'm
that beat.
like, how come they couldn't use that
I was
instrumental
gonna say
throughout?
it was just one episode. It was just the two episodes because that was a two-parter,
Yeah, yeah.
and like they only went to the original, the original soundtrack. But that episode was like the
It's
soundtrack
like
was
you cannot find that song anywhere.
rare.
Either that one in I'm sorry,
Yeah, go for it.
uh, that one in Blade Brown entrance
Yes,
when he like walks in the he appears in the high school like
yes,
that sound like yeah you cannot find that instrumental.
they're gone. It's like
Those
it's their
two,
unreleased tracks,
yeah.
unreleased. So it's
Even the season three
yeah.
11 color instrumental,
That's the
you
best
cannot
one. Like
find those instrumentals.
I love the original first two, but that season three one, it gives me like I get goosebumps. How you
Yeah,
living? What? How you living?
I
What?
live
How
at
you living?
what
What? How you living? What?
11
Hello,
color.
caller.
You
You
can do
can
what you
do what you
want.
want. Let's go.
11 color.
And it just interlays Heavy D's like it's
Yeah, I used to watch the credits
yeah
just because of that instrumental. Like
yes oh my
when they didn't
gosh
have when they didn't have like a musical guest.
yeah
That was like my favorite time of the show was the credits.
there was a time before even the animation and also the TV series sitcoms that the credits and the intro it meant something.
This was back when they just let the credits play for like a
Yeah,
minute or two. Now they just shorten like
yeah,
the credits to like
yeah.
5 seconds, 10 seconds. But
And
you just had to be there.
you had to be there.
Yeah,
What GQ say, folks. I've been watching Netflix. Now I got my TV. As soon as series ends, five seconds after, it immediately goes on to the next episode. So you don't even get time to really enjoy the credits.
yeah.
It's completely
Even the credits, they play the bloopers. The bloopers, that's funny.
blooper. All
They
right.
don't play the bloopers
Speaking of
either.
bloopers, you remember like it both like even Toy Story. That was the funny gag that they had bloopers in Toy Story or A Bug's
Yeah.
Life, which is crazy. And like obviously like Fresh Prince bloopers,
The
Martin bloopers,
Rush Hour
Rush
bloopers.
Hour,
Like, damn, he's not gonna be in Rush Hour
Rush Hour.
3.
The
Have you seen the season one bloopers of Martin?
yeah, I've seen 1, 2, 3 all throughout. Yeah.
Oh man. I
The,
mean,
the,
no, like they have the DVD
oh,
bloopers.
just for the
This is like
bloopers, right?
uncut. This is uncut.
Hey,
Yeah, the bloopers are hilarious.
right.
This is like they don't even add this on the show. There's like a section where you can watch the bloopers, and this
Right.
is all uncut and
And
like man, these are funny.
seeing I got time before the new year, I'm gonna make sure I can watch, these bloopers. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I've watched everything in mine. That's possibly the only thing, the actual bloopers. I didn't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I think it's on YouTube
It's
too,
on YouTube.
as
Oh man,
well.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can find it on
for
there.
sure, man, for sure. But yes, all right, man. So man, we're gonna bring this to a close. I mean, we got all of our Christmas nostalgia and best moments, and for now, like what I want you, the audience, is to put down in the comment section, let us know, your favorite like Christmas movies, films, TV, shows, characters, let us know. It would be nice to hear, your thoughts on that. And GQ, like just final thoughts on like Christmas and the plans for 2022,
2022, man. Oh man, I made a video of
Yes.
what I'm looking for 2022. I'm going to keep dropping. I'm going to keep dropping reviews, my reviews. Keep on making. I'm going to do more skits. I've been doing more
Right.
skits for this year, but I'm going to do more skits for next year. Just just stay tuned. Definitely more reviews, definitely more collaborations, man. I appreciate you, RichManZ,
Thanks.
for past 3-4 months. We've been like
Yeah.
locked in making great material.
Yes.
I know it'd be an hour and 2 hours, but it's
Y-
worth it.
Yeah.
Like
No.
like
100. It is. We said this like the first one we did back in the day.
yeah,
It is hard to find even in the YouTube space, like people who have like the same,
right.
mind thinking of like not just like even movies, but just the like the where we grew up. You know what I mean? Like the time
Yeah,
going. Yeah, it's like a lot of people is just focused on now. Like the next
yeah.
movie, like what's coming out.
Because you can tell, you can watch people's reviews, you can tell that it's not genuine. And when I
Yeah.
watch your reviews, it's
Thanks, man.
genuine. There's not, I watch some
Yeah.
other YouTubers' reviews and they're genuine, but you can tell
Yeah.
the ones that just
Yeah.
making it for the views.
100%. There's I'm not gonna say any names, but there's bigger, YouTubers, but they've been on for YouTube for time. We're talking about
Hmm.
like 10 years and that. They would like pretty much review any movie. You
Hmm.
understand? And some of them, it's like
It's like,
they were
have
never
you
there.
even watched this
Did
movie?
you even watch this? Like I'm like, he never one dude, he did a review on what was it, House Party, the first one, and it
Hmm.
was a white dude. Not that I think race matters, but
No, no, no.
I
Yeah,
still think like, it has to be someone who's been there, who knows the hip hop, who knows the new
yeah.
jack, yeah, who can really like
And you're getting
keep,
these characters' names wrong. And
yeah,
like, yeah.
so like some of them, there's some reviews I'll be like exactly what, and I'm so appreciative you saying that, because some of them it's not genuine. Like I will review as you do, review movies that we know we watched and we were there at that time, so we can give our best
I
talk, best like points
Yeah,
about it, so
bro. I'll be watching these podcasts, and I know one podcast they brought up like in living color,
yeah,
and I sort this goes back to me saying the Wayne's brothers never get their credit they
yeah,
deserve. Every time they bring up in living color, they bring up Jim Carrey. Don't get me wrong, Jim Carrey,
yeah, I love Jim. Yeah,
talent, very like one of the greatest like comedians of the '90s.
yeah,
They always bring up Jim Carrey. They always bring up Jamie Foxx. Jamie
yeah.
Foxx wasn't added onto the show till like season three.
Season 3.
Season three. They always
Mm.
bring up Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer
Yeah,
Lopez was the original Fly Girl.
yeah, it's mostly the main.
I know the original Fly Girls.
Yeah, yeah.
Jennifer Lopez wasn't the best
He
Fly
wasn't the
Girl.
one for sure. That is
No.
100 facts.
They
Fact.
never bring up the
Yeah,
Waynes. They never bring up Keenan. They never bring up Damon. They
yeah,
they might bring up maybe Marlon or Sean.
yeah,
No, yeah, they never bring up Kim. They never bring up
yeah.
none of the
Kim
Waynes. Never
Williams
bring
in
up
that,
Tommy
you know.
Davidson,
Yeah,
David Allen Greer. They never bring up Takia,
Takia's in
which
that.
is
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Takia,
underrated.
she was the mother in That's So Raven. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I know this, man. I had the same
Or
thing.
Kelly Cofield. She was
Kelly Cofield's.
underrated.
Well, now this is where it links into Kelly Cofield, who was in Living Single. Thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
Kim Cole.
Kim Cole, sorry, I got
Yeah,
it. Kim
yeah.
Cole. Kim
Oh no,
Cole's
you're
in the
good.
single. I had the issue, and I think some people have like this the TV series Friends. they borrowed so much from the Living Single
Yeah,
series, and like Living Single never gets his props, you know, like
never.
they'll mention Queen Latifah, you know, and
Yeah,
but the other actresses, like they just
like Erica Alexander,
Erica
Kim
and
Cole,
Maxine, you know,
T.C. Carson.
and TC Carson was he was the real high value man, you know,
Yeah,
before you know what I mean, you know,
Kyle. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But I think
Or then, yeah,
that's why I think we have like a duty in some ways to kind of bring these
yeah.
kind of, because I think it gets lost in time, you know, when we talk about like, you know, the
Hmm.
Steve Harvey show, we talk about In Living Color, Living Single, the Wayans brothers, Jamie Foxx show. You know, some people don't know like the true origins of like how these, you know, some of the talented ones. That's why I really feel some bad talented ones never get like the shine as like,
Right.
you know what I mean, in Living Color, as you said. We said this on the Wayans brothers collab. Most likely when they go Living Color, Jim Carrey, Jamie
Jamie
Foxx,
Foxx,
Jenny
Jennifer
from the Block.
Lopez. Yeah, those three. I'm like,
You understand?
so what about Damon?
What
Damon
about
had the
him?
most
Yeah,
popular characters.
yeah.
Homie the Clown, Anton, Men on
Men
Film.
on Film. Yeah,
Men
David
on
Allen
Film was
Greer.
like the pop. Yeah,
Yeah, trust me. You could see, even as I said, the crowd. You know, the audience doesn't lie. You understand? You could hear the excitement when
yeah.
Damon Wayans would come in as homie the clown. You
And
know,
Men
and
on Film, they would have like a 5 minute like applause,
oh man, you know,
standing ovation.
telling you, Tommy Davidson. If you see some interviews with Tommy Davidson, he even said that's where was the problem with In Living Color, was that like someone's got more shine than others. You know,
Hmm.
what I mean, Tommy Davidson, I think he's just you know, underrated.
He did a great MC Hammer, Michael Jackson.
His impressions were gold, man.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, Varnell Hill, the episode when he cameos in Martin, that would have been like season two, maybe season two of In Living Color.
yeah.
He was still on In Living Color, and he went into the Martin, man. He could bring it.
Funky Finger Productions. That's
Yes.
one of my favorite characters.
Oh my god. This brings it back.
Yeah, I don't mean to rant, but
Yeah.
yeah, I totally get where you're coming from because
Yeah, because
when I see
yeah,
people do these reviews, some of them are not genuine. I try
yeah,
my best to when I make these reviews,
yeah.
um, I have to be 100% me.
Hmm. Yeah. Because
I can't follow the trend.
the
I can't.
trend
I'm
just to get,
yeah,
it's like I'm appealing to this group just to get like
yeah.
followers. Nah,
Don't get me wrong. I'm all about like requests
sure.
and like suggestions and all that. But yeah, I have to
Yeah.
be 100% me when I do
True.
these videos.
Yeah, I think you know, we spoke about this when we first came on about like you know, being on, you know, creating content and then like getting following. I think if you're not genuine, if you get it quick, it can also fall quick because you won't do stuff for you. You'll be doing
Yeah,
stuff for the trend, you know.
right,
So I think it's important, like you know, just to stay consistent, but you stay consistent with yourself. You know what I mean? You just be like, no, I started this way. You know,
right.
you get better, but you don't kind of swift. Like I'm not gonna start making videos of like, you know, squirting water at, you know, people's faces, them running away. You
Right,
know, it's like that was the film I
right.
saw.
That's a good way to get beat up. Like
You
these,
know, yeah.
yeah.
Or like
That's a.
them prank.
I be seeing,
I used
yeah,
to
these
talk
prank
about that.
videos. That's a
Prank
good way to
videos.
get beat up.
Let's go into
You
the
messing with the
hood.
wrong person
Yeah, let's go.
on a
Let's
bad
on
day.
a bad day. You know, I'm gonna go into the hood and maybe steal tires and like, oh, it's gonna get 90,000 views and that. No, that's gonna get my ass whooped. Man. That's what's gonna
Right.
you know. So man, like Ice Cube say, me and GQ, we're staying true to the game. You know, this is like
Bow down.
down. You know, so we're staying in that. That's where we're moving on to 2022. You know, we're gonna, you know, keep on, you know, going down with these reviews, collabs. You know, anyone who's loved watching these collabs and our videos for both of our channels, you know, we thank you 100%. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And as I always say, take, thanks for taking time out of your schedule, to watch this with us.
Right.
We appreciate it, because
Yeah,
doing,
because
yeah,
yeah,
go for it, go for
you
it.
got like you guys really matter.
Yeah, we're making it
Like,
for we're trying to make videos for a space that really isn't there.
hmm
Because no one really goes into detail as GQ like of these like lost gems. Like
yeah,
some people don't even know Jamie Foxx had a show. Do you
hmm
understand? Like some people don't
yeah,
know the origins of like sketch comedy with like In Living Color.
yeah.
So it's important that we've got me and GQ who already lived through that. Like it's like art, just do it. So
And another thing, I do not. I know what I'm talking about. I do
yeah,
not research these
yeah,
shows. I know what I'm talking about when I make these videos. So
exactly. It's
yeah,
just it's already coming from
it's
art
natural.
naturally.
Yeah,
I mean, we know it like I always say beat for breed. You know what I mean? So it's very editing videos, and that sometimes it could be a long process. But when we love doing this, you
right.
understand? So it doesn't feel like work. So it's really
No,
cool.
I do it for the joy.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, folks, I'm just gonna say again, thanks again. Definitely 100% check out GQ Jamal's channel. I've been
Thank you,
linked.
thank
Yeah,
you.
I'm gonna be putting the links again. We're keeping this like just a little level, but we got like a big like project coming for
Oh
next year.
yeah, stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Definitely check out my
Definitely
boy RichManZ's content.
appreciate it.
He does excellent content. Really appreciate him taking the time each week
Thanks.
to collaborate with me. It means a lot. He has excellent content. Check out his travel videos, his inspiration videos. Check out his reviews. Great reviews.
Thanks, man.
And tune in next year where we have some stuff in the works.
Yes.
Just
We
just
got it
stay
there.
tuned.
Just stay tuned.
Yeah.
Next year is only gonna in like couple basically next week. So
Next
it's like
week,
next
next
week
weekend.
basically. We
This is
say
the
next.
season finale of
This is the season
2021, y'all.
season
This is the
finale.
finale.
Yes. So we're gonna be back very soon. But
We'll be
yeah,
back next year.
definitely be on the lookout for what we are planning next year and that. So yeah, to them folks, Merry Christmas. Enjoy the rest of this holiday season, and from RichManZ, and
GQ Jamal.
we'll see you on the next one, and that is peace.